The principal contention of Mr. Shuri, learned counsel appearing for the state of Punjab, is that in all these cases, the police officers effected arrest, search, and seizure on reasonable suspicion that a cognizable offence has been committed and not on any prior information that any offence punishable under NDPS Act has been committed, and therefore the question of complying with some of the provisions of the NDPS Act in this regard at the time of the said arrest, search, and seizure would not arise, and as long as such arrest, search, and seizure are substantially in accordance with provisions of Code of Criminal Procedure, such arrest, search, and seizure cannot be declared as illegal. Stop. The further submission is that even if such arrest, search, and seizure are not in strict conformity with the provisions of Code of Criminal Procedure at the stage, the same may at the most be irregular, and the courts have to consider the prosecution case and appreciate the relevant evidence from that background, and should only see whether any prejudice is caused to the accused, but cannot throw out the whole prosecution case as such. Stop. Several learned counsel appearing for the respondents accused, on the other hand, contended that since deterrent punishments and prescribed under the NDPS Act, the legislature has taken care to incorporate several provisions in Chapter 5 of the NDPS Act governing the arrest, search, and seizure to afford safeguards so that innocent persons are not harassed, and these provisions are mandatory in nature, and non compliance of the same vitiates the trial. Stop. Para. In most of the cases before us, the police officers did not proceed to act under the provisions of the NDPS Act after having necessary information or after having reasons to believe as contemplated under section 42. Stop. The search, seizure, or arrest carried out by them were obviously under the provisions of the CRPC. Stop. The provisions of arrest warrant, search, and seizure are incorporated in sections 41 to 60, 70 to 81, 90 to 105, and 165 CRPC. Stop. It may also be noticed at this stage that NDPS Act is not a complete code incorporating all the provisions relating to search, seizure, or arrest, etc. The said Act, after incorporating the board principles regarding search, seizure, or arrest, etc., in sections 41, 42, 43, and 49, has laid down in section 51 that the provisions of CRPC shall apply insofar as they are not inconsistent with the provisions of the NDPS Act to all warrants issued and arrests, searches, and seizures made under the oblique that act. Stop. Para. Therefore, the provisions of sections 100 and 165 CRPC, which are not inconsistent with the provisions of the NDPS Act, are applicable for affecting search, seizure, or arrest under the NDPS Act also. Stop. The words insofar as they are not inconsistent with the provisions of this Act in section 51 of the NDPS Act are significant. Stop. It may also be noted that section 4 of the CRPC 1973 provides that all the offences under any other law shall be investigated and inquired as mentioned therein. Stop. Para. Therefore, under this section, the provisions of the CRPC are applicable where an offence under the Indian Penal Code or under any other law is being inquired into, tried, and otherwise dealt with. Stop. From the words otherwise dealt with, it does not necessarily mean something which is not included in the investigation, inquiry, or trial, and the word otherwise points to the fact that the expression dealt with is all comprehensive and that investigation, inquiry, and trial are some of the aspects dealing with the offense. Stop. Consequently, the provisions of the CRPC shall be applicable insofar as they are not inconsistent with the NDPS Act to all warrants, searches, seizures, or arrests made under the Act. Stop.